winters are getting warmer, and that's bringing out the bugs.
Because of the obvious spread of disease, we should strive for eradication.
But is extermination the answer? Bug Alert, what's the story? Tuesday, 8:30 on 5.
Sometimes life's a bit hectic.
Stand by, studio.
A bit of a blur.
So it's the headlines first, then the link to the headline.
Sometimes a day just flies by.
20 seconds to air.
And you've no idea
I can't hear you, Paul.
what's really going on.
That's it. I've got you now.
Sometimes you're on the go
Is that report in yet?
all day long.
And then I go to the sports desk.
Not even the chance
No time for rehearsal.
to sit down.
So I'll stand here.
But someone
Cue Kirsty.
is trying to make sense of it all.
Welcome to 5 News.
Join Kirsty Young next week at the new time of 6 on 5.
Stand by for splosh movies in UK Raw tonight. The man who said no to the Rolling Stones too in 40 minutes.
It's just gone 11:15. I'm Steve Dixon. The government sent in its man to assess the damage caused by flooding in North Yorkshire. Elliot Morley's promised to find out what could have been done to prevent the disaster. Hundreds of people forced from their homes by the rising water have complained that they had little warning. The wife of Bill Clinton's former political adversary is vying to become America's first female president. Elizabeth Dole's put her name down for the Republican nomination. She's hoping to succeed where her husband failed. Sport now, and a double strike by Dwight York put paid to Chelsea's FA Cup hopes tonight. Man United star striker put his side in front early in the first half following a flick-on by Andy Cole. And he added to his tally in the second with this cool chip to make it 2-0. 4 Premiership matches were also played tonight. These are the results. Everton came from behind to beat Blackburn. Derby triumphed over Aston Villa, and George Graham's old club Leeds had a win over its new one, Tottenham. And Alan Shearer scored in the final minute to give Newcastle victory over Nottingham Forest. 4 tickets shared tonight's £4 million lottery jackpot. The numbers are 8, 18, 27, 32, 36 and 49. And the bonus ball is 46. Good luck. Tomorrow's weather now, and staying dry with sunny intervals in the west. Wintry showers dying out in the rest of the country. Top temperature around 8 degrees. That's it. We're back with 5 News and Sport at 6 in the morning.
Matt?
An open and shut case
Coach Sherry is the only suspect.
Trust me, he didn't do it.
becomes a battle of wits.
Everybody's gonna know my name before this is over.
In the media spotlight.
Who the hell are you?
He's just doing all this stuff for a little attention.
I want my 15 minutes of fame. Let's get this guy. Like
The Return of Hunter.
Get that out of my face.
Saturday at 9 on 5.
The Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Carolina Hurricanes at midnight. We're talking live ice hockey, but now the girl who could thaw any nervous guest.
Please welcome a woman with more fans than an office in an August heat wave. It's Melinda Messenger!
And welcome to Sideburns Night here on Melinda's Big Night In. Yes, tonight we're all wearing sideburns. I'm wearing sideburns. The pictures are wearing sideburns. And even my water glass is wearing sideburns. And there's a great reason for this. It's this orgy of facial fur is because one of my guests tonight is the 70s rock sideburns superstar, Noddy Holder. And joining him on my sofa will be fashion guru Jeff Banks. DJ Dismeister Trevor Nelson. And we've got music from soul goddess Kelly LaRock. My first guest tonight was one of Britain's most famous 70s rockers, wrote the most famous Christmas song ever, and had the most famous sideburns in history. Now he's turned his hand to acting in the ITV sitcom The Grimleys. Let's have a look.
This Patel, Doctor from Hell. What's the big deal about him anyway?
Apart from his dusky charm, he's intelligent, cultured, saves lives.
And I'm not all them things? I have got more CSEs than the rest of the teachers put together.
You wouldn't be worried about Geraldine and him now, would you, Douglas?
No.
Maybe instead of always putting her down, you should give her some support. Make her feel like you understand her.
I don't.
Make her feel like you want the same things she does.
I don't.
Then make her feel like you respect her ideas.
I don't.
Can't you try being a friend to her?
I've got friends. She's me bird.
Role?
It's not my first acting role. I did make a movie in the 70s with Slade, which was quite successful, but it was 20 years between jobs, so it probably says something about my acting ability.
Not at all, not at all. But it must have been difficult for you to prepare for this role, because, you know, you were playing somebody from the 70s, called Holder. I mean, where'd you start?
Well, the writer, Jed Mercurio, he thought it'd be comical to cast me in a role that he thought I would have done if I hadn't gone into a rock and roll band, so he'd read somewhere that I said that I'd probably be a teacher if I hadn't gone into the music business. And he thought it'd be funnier still if he made me a classical music teacher, which is about as far removed with what people would expect of me anyway.
Yeah, so it was especially written for you?
It was especially written for me, and of course we have to don the old flares and the platform shoes and the kipper ties, and it sort of captures the essence of what the 70s all about, the whole series. It's very nostalgic, but it's an affectionate look of what the 70s was, you know, what was all about in 1975 in the Black Country in the West Midlands, which is where it's set, and that's my hometown and my home area. You wouldn't tell from the way I talk.
No, not at all, not even slightly. But 70s nostalgia, I mean, it's a thing of the moment, aren't there? There's so many clubs, 70s is just so popular.
Yeah, well, I
the
think
style,
what's
the
happened,
music, everything.
what happened was in the 80s, people sort of knocked the 70s.